guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sonja. It's like asking a question. Will Sonja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep it long, but y'all already know. If it gets good, I'm going to keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And go. The nugget today is you can't be bribed when you have the best. Listen, God says when you abide in him and his word abide in you, then you can ask for whatever you will and it shall be given to you. Not only that, God says what? Make sure you abide in the vine. Why? Because when you abide in God, period, he said that you will indeed produce fruit. What kind of fruit? Holy fruit, good fruit. But what happens when you're not abiding in God? That means you can be bribed. That means the enemy can come to you and show you this, that, and the other, all because you're desperate, because you have not received what you have been asking God for, all because you have yet to experience God's best, because you have not said yes to God wholeheartedly. You have not submitted your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. So because you're not in fully with God, now the enemy can come in and bribe you with the things that you so desire. But I told you that enemy, he's so sneaky. Oh, I can't stand him. But he's so sneaky, he'll come to you with what looks like to be what you really want. And in that is a fine print. Maybe, ladies, you want a husband, right? You want a husband, and here come the enemy bringing that man to you, saying, oh, he looks good. He's good to the eye. He has a decent job, but what the enemy won't tell you that he's struggling because he's abusive. The enemy won't tell you that he has a drug problem. The enemy won't tell you that he's a schizo. The enemy won't tell you that he's bipolar. The enemy will not tell you that. Why? Because he's bribing you. He wants you to be in bondage. He don't want you to experience God's best. And when you are in that desperate place because you are not in the space to where you can wait on God patiently because you have not given him your whole heart, then you say yes to the enemy. And you find yourself in a place where you're asking for deliverance. The same thing for men. You have not submitted to God wholeheartedly, therefore you have not experienced his best. So now the enemy know you asking for a wife. And so the enemy brings along this young lady. And she the right size, the right height, her hair looking nice, her makeup looking good. She got all her teeth. Maybe she may be missing one or two. That's fine too. But she got the majority of her teeth. You know, she looking good to you. And you realize she can cook a little bit. But the enemy is not showing you that she got some jealous issues, that she got some insecurity issues, that she got some crazy stuff going on with her that's deeply rooted from childhood, that's causing her to do things unseemly. The enemy is going to hide that fine print from you. And because you have not been patiently waiting on God, because you have not solely committed yourself to God, you'll fall for the bride. You'll fall for that bride and the bride, okay? And because of that, you'll find yourself too in a space of bondage. But I'm telling you now that if you will submit your whole heart to God, abide in God, give God all of you, even though you don't know what that looks like. Sometimes no one knows what that looks like. Even after you submit yourself to God, you really don't know what it really looks like. You just have to put the first step forward to say, God, I don't know what it looks like to submit myself wholly to you. But what I will do, God, I will put the first foot forward in that direction. Because you remember what God says, the good steps of a man, the steps of a good man, there we go, are ordered by who? By God. So if you put your foot in a step towards God, then now what? God is going to order your step, because now you're moving in a good direction. Y'all get it? Got it? Good. So this is what you want to do. When you do that, you'll find that God will begin to give you experiences. In other words, he will bring manifestations to your life. In other words, where he'll start to show you how good he is. And then you'll realize that what he's doing for you that is so good, you'll realize that's the best that you have ever had. And you'll know without a shadow of a doubt that nothing and nobody and no thing can top what God is doing for you. Therefore, when the enemy does come to bribe you, you'll be able to tell him what? Capital N-O. You'll be able to resist the enemy. And what did God say when you resist the enemy? That the enemy will indeed flee. So listen, there's no way you can be bribed when you have the best. Experience God's best. so that you can tell the devil no to his mess. Okay? Did you hear me? I'm going to say that again. Experience God's best so you can tell the devil, the enemy, no to his mess. Y'all get it? Got it good? I hope so. But if you didn't get this thing, listen, rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Experience God's best. Y'all get it? Got it good? And say no to the enemy. You cannot be bribed. Y'all know what's coming next.